crossroads in our city. And the third name of our city today is called City of the Steps. There's a 5,695 steps in the old town. In other words, that means every day it's like that. We don't go to gym. After the meal, we come in the old town, up and down a couple of times, and you'll see you'll be in excellent shape, same as the others. Okay, just one technical details about the tour. You probably already see the details in the tour. We have a couple of things that we are going to visit. Just imagine the beach without guys. It's really there. The only thing what they need to do, they need to close all this area, yeah? So you cannot approach what you're standing today. And they close the restaurants, this one. And they pay them the daily traffic for that, and the staff are well paid for that. So for the first time in history of tourist season in Dubrovnik, these guys they didn't have vacation time during the summer months. That's something that you cannot see today in modern times. So believe me, these are the hardcore fans of Game of Thrones, not we are. Okay?
Yeah.
One more time just to return to this picture here. I can see this is a little bit longer perspective. As you can see the boat, it's approaching from that corner over there, and you can see the fort behind my back. Yeah? Everyone? See the picture?
Yeah.
Sorry? Okay. So, see our voice interior. Now they're standing again on the same fort over there, but now it's the scene they're preparing for the war with the Stannis Baratheon. Well, Joffrey's hiding somewhere in the city. He's a coward all the time. You can see again, quadrilateral fort, circle fort, and the wall on the side. Well, why? That's the obvious question. Well, similar building, it's same like this one here. It was in the island of Malta. So guys, they're filming from that terrace over there. They're standing over there. And you remember teleportation? From over there, you see where's the Red Keep now and where's the fort? All the way up on the city walls. Over there. Okay. And pier where we're standing, it's this one here. Yeah? And you can see the rock behind my back. That one over there. And our guy, Natalie Dormer, she's the new Joffrey's bride. So it's not safe for our Sansa anymore in King's Landing. But we know how that finished later, yeah? This guy sell poor Sansa to the Ramsay Bolton. Except the obvious things, yeah, as you can see the CGI here, but you can see the view, you can see the rock behind my back, the real thing. This was somewhere in July, around 7, 8, 8. So she's standing at the end of the pier, and she, remember her, Tyrion's lover? Yeah. She was standing over there like, she's also worried about the Sansa. So Sansa is thinking here, well, can I trust this guy or not? Oh, winter, it's already there. You don't have to expect the winter anymore. Our guy, John, is kneeling in front of the raven over there in the middle. And Three-Eye Raven or Brand Dubrovnik, new king of 6 kingdoms. Why 6 now? Look, Sansa, she's going to be the queen of the north, yeah? And Arya, do you remember where she's going? She asked one question, what is west from the Westeros? She said nobody was there. Well, I'm going there in my new adventures, yeah? As you can see here, yeah, you can see the rock here. You can see the rock behind the back. This small boat standing there and then repeat, it's a real one. But these boats, their sisters, he is returning to the wall. He's catching his ferry, where he's going in Iceland. It was easier to use the plane, but obviously he didn't have the money to buy the plane tickets. Yeah, to buy the tickets. So he's returning back. Again, you can see this boat, It's not real son between the Robert Baratheon between Cersei Lannister. He's a bastard between the brother and sister. And there's a bastard made by the Robert who has more right to throne than Joffrey itself. So our Joffrey decided to solve all the problems by killing the bastards of the Robert. And he will have the legacy of the Iron Throne. And those kind of save those tickets. Save that ticket that you buy here at the moment. Because the next 3 days, next 72 hours, if you want to do the city walks, that much more you'll see the view from the top. Cersei, Peter, 4 guards around there. Cersei, Peter, 4 guards. We're discussing about the Arya. So, the next step was Sansa in King's Landing. Where's the Arya? That was question $1 million. So this guy, Peter, he's often helped Cersei. He said, I'm happy to find Cersei. Sorry, the Arya. And of course, maybe the Queen of the North. Give me the money, give me the power, give me the force. And also he points in one moment that he knows about the affairs between the brothers and sisters in modern times in the King's Landing. You see where's the end of this small canal of the water? Is this one here, yeah? The only thing what they add here is the lights in the corners. 1, 2. One over there, and second. All others. Well, this was filmed in summer in middle of August, and this was like at the entrance of the old town. I'll show you that in our way back. Joffrey became a king, yeah? He was walking with our Sansa, and people were celebrating first. But in one moment, someone from the crowd over there, they chose something on our guy. Joffrey was really upset, and he gave the order to the guards, kill them all. And he was hiding in the Red Keep. He left Sansa on the streets, and Sansa was running through the streets of the King's Landing. And in one moment, she's hiding behind some door. In that area, that flip bottom they made here. You see this first arch? Is this one here? The second one is over there, and you can see one window, the light, it's from there, now it's closed at the moment, and this was the second here. This one here that you can see almost the light. Yeah. So that they filmed that here in the area. And you have those 4 guys, they wants to rape the poor Sansa, if you remember the scene. And then Hound, luckily he finds the place, he kills 3 of them. All the way up next to the island of Lotton, yeah? Do you see the Septal Baylor here? It's on the right side of our city. Well, always the CGI, yeah? But I will show you now some buildings. Now you will recognize our city of Dubrovnik. First of all, do you see this fortress? It's all the way down in the port. We'll see that fortress on our way back in the port over there. Straight over there, the last building over there. You can see the Croatian flag on the top, look at it, it's waving. Oh, yeah. That's called St. John Fortress. Well, it's not mine, otherwise I would give it a discount, I would serve it. So, but you can see the city of Dubrovnik here. Do you see this bell tower? Yeah? This is Franciscan bell tower that I mentioned just a few moments ago. This one here, at the main entrance. Well, the only thing what they did here, that's also one small trick. There's a fort, that one over there. See that fort behind, full circle fort in the walls. That's called fort. That was the place where he held the young brother after he killed his aunt over there. So that was prison for him. He was over there, and there's the steps on the eastern part, and he was returning down, and he's returning here to pier to kneel. In that fort, you will see the steps. Where's the main entrance to the fort? That's the steps that our John was returning down. He was going in a pier to kneel in front of the Raven and to return to Iceland. Okay? Well, this scene that I'm going to show you now, this was really challenging for our Emilia Clarke. This is that scene that I mentioned before. So our Emilia, she's standing in front of that circle fort over there. Just down you'll see there's a terrace. She was running at the terrace, circling the terrace. She was why? Because her drunk. This one. The hound. Sorry. You have the hound and you have the guy next to him. The scene was this one. The hound supposed to hit the guy here. He was sitting here. He's supposed to hit him, and the guy's supposed to fall down, strike down, and that's the end of the fight. In that moment, you have a Joffrey in the scene. He's yelling to Sansa, "Well struck! Did you notice that? You saw that? Well struck!" Well, people, this poor guy, He was falling 16 times that day. He was repeating the scene 16 times. He was falling down, well, how much? 3, 4, 5 meters big hole. Obviously a big bad mat on the floor, otherwise we'll still pray for, for him. And he repeated the scene 16 times, that moment for only 35 euros for a day. You see, it was better to have the window close by. He would charge 100 euro that than to be the part of the show in the season too. Why? Well, our production didn't catch his fall noise. Listen, can we repeat one more time? So, one more time, at the end it was 16 times. So 16 times he was falling on his back, down, and how 60 times hit the poor guy. And this uniform, this was the end of the August. I used to have the picture of Mr. Hound behind the set. He was sitting in that stone, red like a lobster, almost like a lobster with his face, because it was extremely hot in there.
E aí, tá gostando?
Legal, bom.
Dá pra entender tudo.
Our king dropped it, yeah. And then someone from this crowd here. You see this column here? Yeah, it's that one over there. Right. From the wall. And from this crowd here, someone threw something on our guy. You know what was that? It was a cow pie. So he was really upset. So he gave the order to the guards, killed them all. But after that, he's hiding the red keep. But where's the red keep now? So the red keep, you see the green door? You see that part of the stones like this one? Yeah. One moment, I go to it. See that? They covered up with flowers. And then, our Sansa, she's finding the place. She was running, finding the place where to hide. And people, she's running through that door over there. You see that door over there? That's the door that leads you to that part, to the restaurant. And they're filming from inside. That's how the angle of camera. And then, notice what they did. They stopped filming here, and they said, poor Sophie, Mr. Hound, okay, let's climb all the way up in the August. We'll do the bottom over there. People, they're not crazy, August. They're not normal, they're crazy. Yeah? To say poor lady in August to climb all the way up, I don't think so. Well, the only logical explanation, you know that she was Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider just 2 years ago, so they want to left Sophie Turner in nice shape. Obviously, fitness coaches, the guys, they're working for fitness industry. In the walls, everything's the real one. We don't CGI here. Just play with the shades and that's all. Equipment, barrels, some other things, tables, and that's all. The same thing we can see here. You even see the column, yeah? Well, really easy scene to film, but yet one of the most expensive ones. As I mentioned, or most difficult ones. Why? It's the main entrance. So every 2 hours, they need to allow people to see the session. All the way up on the walls, on the hills, apologies. But you see this building over there, behind my back? The real one, yeah? Over there, 9 windows?
Yeah.
You see this terrace here with these stones pointing from the wall? These terrace, these stones here. Yeah? You can see other people now are doing small tricks. You're sitting over there, they're ringing with the bell, they'll put your order in the basket for all the way. You see this block of the buildings on my right side? Everything is chain. All this is real, except one small it's engagement. Hide from you. The lady that you see from behind, it's not Lena Headey. It's Rebecca Van Cleef. That's American-British actress who played the role instead of the Lena Headey. The main reason Lena Headey was pregnant for 6 months at this moment. Well, obviously not with the Jerome Flynn, with other guy. That's the reason why she couldn't be in our city. Also later she said she lost a huge amount of money for this scene. First of all, she needs to be naked in front of the whole wall. Second thing, she didn't like how they was behaving character in the show. She's a strong independent woman over there, survive everything. Almost like a feminist, the first woman needs to go to the show. Now she needs to be naked, she needs to cry, they need to see her weakness. But it's just the rumors, it's just the gossips. The real reason is because of the pregnancy. Their breasts just also, if you watch the show from the beginning to the end, you will always find her covered. Her hands, her body, her legs are always covered. One night around 3 4 a.m. they're waking up hearing these three famous words. Shame. Well, this was more than that, definitely. Yeah, one of the highest paid scenes in the show. And these windows here, as I mentioned, almost 300 years. Some of them, that's just rumors. There's a rumor that one guy who is asking 500 because like they're filming in front of his house. And he said I have emotional pain looking up at the windows. So it's the same there in my house. And just the rumors. We didn't see BMW. Okay, people. Now we're going to catch on ferry. We're walking to the beautiful gardens of Cart. They're exploring what's the new in those gardens and what we can see over there. How I know that which street we are? You see this hole over there, above my head over there, and where's that part of the wall? Well, and the door. That was the first scene filmed in the area. You can see these beautiful gardens of Cart here on my right side. The second scene filmed in the same area is this one. Our guy, warlock, bald guy. The scene is called power of bilocation. We notice him that he has that power that he can bilocate himself. We'll see that later in that trial of 13. Well, he's standing somewhere here, and he's showing like this one. He's showing our Danny that he'll be over there in front of the cactus. But you can see here, you see these arcs, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 over there. You see that window over there? The window? Yeah, it's over there. This window here, because the gentleman's head, it's that one over there. So you see, that's the first thing. And then he showed himself. Where is he now? He's standing here in front of the cactus, as you can see. And you see what is the main theme of the scene? Golden statue of the peacock. The only CGI element added in this scene. All other it's real, as you can see. How I know that? Well, you see the hole above my head over there? Again, the doors. They put the doors only, and you have the excellent scene in the area. Again, and our warlock standing in front of the cactus over there. The third scene, again, same one. So you see the same street. Xanodoxus. Who is Xanodoxus? He's the new king of City of Cart. New king of nothing, because this guy doesn't have money at all. Remember the scene with him? Yeah. He proposed our Danny. He asked her, would you be my wife? And I will give you 7 kingdoms. But with what? You don't have money, Xanodoxus, unfortunately. And they're discussing here, standing somewhere here in the middle. Our god Jorah, it's here in front of this second tree over there. And here, again, you can see this part of the wall over there, above the doors, but unfortunately you cannot see the hole because of Xanodoxus, obviously big head, yeah.
Aqui nesse corredor foram filmadas várias cenas de Game of Thrones, frente a esses cactos.
I think they're actually very common, huh? Where are they native takeoffs?
I don't know if you did though. You didn't walk the wall.
Yeah, we did last night. That was
Probably cooler